Welcome to Shattered the Podcast.
Sharing the lived experience of mental illness on
a father,
a mother,
A family.
let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go!
Let's go.
G'day. It has been a busy week for me. We've been doing the Mental Health Month launch event. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to share with you the speech that I gave on that day. I met some incredible people, and I'm going to talk more about that in a later episode, but I just wanted to share with you some of our highlights from the weekend at the launch event. Enjoy.
But we're going to hear from Mark Bronson. Now, Mark describes himself as an ordinary bloke, a husband and father, author and podcaster who's been through some bad stuff and would like to help others learn from his mistakes. I think he might be just a little bit humble. He actually wrote a book about his experiences with mental health called Shattered the Book, Living with Mental Illness, and now writes and produces Shattered the Podcast. So please join me in welcoming Mark Bronson.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Violet, thank you so much for your welcome, and I, for one, want to stand beside you. You're welcome. In Melbourne Cup Day, 2006, I survived a violent attack in my workplace. My wife said that one man went to work and a different man came home in the afternoon. My life was transformed on that day. My life was, in effect, shattered. I spent a number of years ashamed of who I was. See, I really shouldn't be here today because I was always the guy that could hack it. I was always the guy that was strong. I was always the guy that other people counted on. So to all of a sudden have my life, my mind transformed into something that I didn't know or recognize was terrible. For 5 years, I lived in absolute shame. My immediate family knew about my mental illness. I was going to get care. I was taking medication. But I would not talk about my experience outside of my family. And I want to be honest, I did something today which I don't normally do, is I actually thought about what I was going to wear today. And I actually put on like a nice shirt and a pair of trousers. And I was thinking about, who do I want you to meet today? Do you want to meet the cool, polished Mark? Do you want to meet the outgoing, effervescent Mark? Do you want to hear the quiet, moody Mark? And I just decided I was going to come as myself. As a struggle that people with mental illness struggle with every day. Who am I going to be today for the people around me? I, as you mentioned, have now gotten a bit of a mouthpiece to talk. With MEACT, I go into schools and workplaces pretty much every week to talk about my lived experience. But the thing about mental illness is that it's a team sport. Nobody goes through mental illness alone. It wasn't just my life that was shattered on that Melbourne Cup Day, 2006. It was my wife's. It was my children's. They've suffered, they've lived, they've seen me go through the worst of times, the most horrible of times. And I want to take a second, because if I don't do this, I'll forever be ashamed of myself. But I want to thank my wife. We've been married now for 20-something years. I'm not allowed to tell you how many. She should have left me. I don't know why she's still with me. Sweetheart, I love you. My kids, I love you too. Thank you for your support, for your love, for my kids, and the fact that I'm alive today. I wouldn't be if it wasn't for you. Lastly, I just want to say one short thing. It doesn't take courage to take it. It doesn't take courage to suffer in silence. To be able to hack it is not courageous. Real courage is being able to ask for help. Real courage, particularly for men, is being able to turn to the people around you, your wife, your kids, your husband, your whatever, and just say, I'm struggling today and I need your help. I encourage you, be courageous, ask for help if you need it, and thank you so much for your time today. Oh, my affirmation is be kind and be patient.
So as you know, I'm one of the ambassadors for Mental Health Month, ACT. Here is the video that I did for the launch of Mental Health Month, ACT.
It's tough for men to talk about their mental health. I don't understand the roots of it. I do understand the feeling because I've been there. The first 5 years that I had complex PTSD, I did not tell anybody outside my family. It's history. Our Anzacs, we talk about mateship. We talk about that thing of being pulled together, but it in many ways it seems like it's conditional. If we're on the battlefield, if we're on the sports field, then yes, we're all bonded, but don't tell me how it felt. Now though, I don't think there's any excuse. This idea that strength is all about dealing with, I can take it. I'm man enough. True strength, real strength, is being able to turn to your mate or your wife or even your kids and just say, guys, I can't do this. I need help. There was nothing courageous in my decision to try and hurt myself in any way. The true courage came when I was in a psychologist meeting in the psych ward the next day with my wife, and I was just saying to her, I need help. I need you to help me. That's when I felt brave.
So Mental Health Month is this month, obviously. Mental Health Month ACT, there's still a number of events. Go to the links below and over there and wherever I've put them. And I look forward to speaking to you again next time. Bye for now. Thank you for listening to Shattered the podcast. I'd like to thank our producer, Meredith Brosnan, our executive producer, Torian Lau, and the band Adelaide for allowing us to use their song as our theme. Go to shatteredthepodcast.com for more information.